Hey guys, it's Mark again, and today I made an Outlaw guide for 7.2.5. The main reason I did Outlaw video is because it seems the highest from all the specs with Nighthold gear. In order, I'll be talking about legendaries, talents, stats, changes to Outlaw, opener and cooldown usage. Legendaries. First, for solo targeting, the best legendary combination is shoulders and bracers. Second best combination is shoulders and Insignia of Ravenhold, and third best is Insignia of Ravenhold and the bracers. The second and the third one are really close, but the first one is by far the best for solo targeting. For multi-targeting, the shoulders are still the best legendary. If there are only two targets, still shoulders and bracers as the best combination. For 3 targets and more, Insignia is at the same level as the bracers or even a bit higher. And for a lot, like a ton of adds, I think the gloves do the most damage for AoE situations. Talents. Only the first row of talents changes depending on which legendary do you use, and the only situation in which you're using like Death from Above or Cannon Barrage instead of Alacrity is when it's a heavy AoE situation like the Scorpion fight. For solo targets, if you have legendary bracers, you should use Quick Draw talent. And if you don't have the legendary bracers, the best talent to go for solo targeting is Ghostly Strike. And for multi-targeting situations, so you're using Mantle and Insignia of Ravenhold, the best talent to go is the Swordmaster. Stats. Stats also depend on legendaries which you use. So for example, if you don't have any legendaries, the best stat is agility, then versatility, then haste, then critical, which is equal to mastery. And if you only have legendary bracers, the stat weight changes, and so first is still going to be agility, then versatility, but then critical, haste and mastery. And if you have legendary shoulders, the stat priority again changes, and it's now agility, versatility, haste, mastery, and lastly critical. For Outlaw changes, I don't want to go over numbers or anything, I just want to talk about roll the bones and energy regeneration. In my opinion, Outlaw in this patch is a lot more fun to play because the RNG is quite less dominant now, and the other reason is that the energy is pretty much constant now, so there won't be any more black spots like in previous patch in which you didn't have any energy to cast any skill. Now for the roll the bones, the true bearing buff has been nerfed and it doesn't reduce your cooldown by 2 seconds anymore per combo spent, it reduces by 1 second, but they added the passive ability which was previously in game in previous expansions, Restless Strikes, which reduced the cooldown of your skills by 0.5 seconds per combo spent. Other rolls received minor buffs, so now all the rolls are, let's say, equally good. And there is a big nerf to chance of 2 or 3 or more buffs. So the way you're using Roll the Bones is actually a lot better than in the previous patch. You're using it before the pull with Mark for Death, and if you get only 1 buff, you're going to re-roll it with your loaded dice, which you get from Adrenaline Rush, and you're guaranteed to get 2 buffs. And you won't re-roll those 2 buffs. And you're going to get the new Adrenaline Rush before those buffs expire, so again you're going to have loaded dice. And one more thing is that if you roll 2 buffs before the pull, so without Adrenaline Rush, you're going to save your loaded dice until it almost expires. Opener. I'm assuming that you have legendary shoulders and legendary bracers, and if you don't have the legendary bracers, you're not going to use Blunderbuss, and if you don't have legendary shoulders, you won't use the second vanish. You're starting your opener as soon as you see the pull timer, you press Mark for Death and get 6 combo points, and 2 seconds before the pull you roll the bones. If you only get 1 buff, you're going to use on the pull Curse of the Dreadblades and Ambush simultaneously, and after that you're using Adrenaline Rush, Roll the Bones, Saber Slash, Blunderbuss, Pistol Shot, Run Through, Saber Slash, Run Through. When your 100% critical expires, you vanish with 0 combo points into Ambush, Run Through, Saber Slash, Run Through, and so on. Another thing which can happen at your opener is that you get 2 or more buffs, and you just pop your Curse of the Dreadblades into Ambush, Adrenaline Rush, and then you don't use your rolled bones, you use your blunderbuss and just continue normally.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cooldown usage. This is a rather short topic because your main goal is to pop your cooldowns when they're off cooldown. They're rarely going to sync up because they have different cooldowns, and the Curse of the Dreadblades isn't reduced by Restless Strikes or True Bearing. But if you need to wait several seconds, if you have Vanish up and your Curse of the Dreadblades is just going to get off cooldown, wait those few seconds so you can vanish Curse of the Dreadblades into ambush, and so on. Same thing goes with Adrenaline Rush and Vanish. Like, you have Vanish off cooldown but you don't have Adrenaline Rush, you might run out of energy and not use your Vanish 100%, so just wait for your Adrenaline Rush before using Vanish. So that's all I got for this video. If you found it helpful, please leave a like. If you don't, leave a comment. And until next video, take care.